right, man. Shucks.
Check.
StreamYard was like, you ain't getting away from me like that, my boy. We about to fuck you up. God damn, man. So we apologize, man. We'll make sure it's good to go on Thursday, man. But how'd y'all like it besides all that messing up, man? Victor Click, what's up, man? Oh, and then I forgot P Gene became a member on the last one, and our audio is messing up. P Gene, thank you for becoming a member, bro. We really appreciate that. But we was right in the middle of what you playing and watching. And Scale got done fishing. He said he watched that Maxine. He watched some Game of Thrones. He been playing some Call of Duty. What else you said you been playing?
Tekido. Shadows died twice.
Yeah. Sekiro, yeah. And Nova, what you been playing and watching, man?
Man, just a lot of Marvel Rivals and a little bit of Silo. So hopefully it keeps going on the pace it is going now. Silo is. I almost dropped it as a show, but we back, baby, in more ways than one.
Okay. What episode you on Silo?
Like 4 or 5, actually.
Okay.
I'll definitely stick with it. I like that show, actually.
Yeah,
it's
cool.
pretty solid.
Yeah, it's cool, man. Tell me you heard Will Smith destroy that song. You talking about his original song, bro? That shit was horrible, bro. I am the Libra. I am the light.
I saw that, bro.
It's like, bro, what is you talking about, dog? Like, hang it up. Hang it up.
You just need to talk about rich stuff, man. It's just too, you know, that rap shit is kind of for like the young dudes and the hungry who needs to, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you got a little too successful.
Hang that shit up, bro. I don't like it at all. That shit was trash. Game of Thrones season finale.
That was the finale?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it brings it down a little bit, don't it?
Yes. Are you serious? That's not the finale. Nah.
That was the finale, blood.
No. Yeah. That's why it was so great. It was a good episode, no doubt, but I don't know if it was good enough to be the finale. It was really good though.
Hold on, it's House of Dragon. That's what I put in. What's the name? House of Dragon season finale. Let's make sure. Yep.
Shout out to Celine too, bro.
Yeah. That was the season finale. Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of weak then. It's not, it was a good episode, but you can't leave us for a year or so.
Yeah, like, I think in time when they're done with the whole series, with the whole series, right? It like season 2 will be considered great. I think if you're just watching it week by week, though,
it's horrible.
The season finale was pretty much a trailer for season 3.
And a nice one, but
but it was dope though. I liked it a lot.
It was,
but as a season finale, it was like, but as an episode, that shit was clean.
Bro, I finished it geeked. I was like, "Woo, it's about to be fire."
Next year.
Dang.
Fuck.
See, now I'm less excited now to catch up to y'all now that y'all have this. I'm like, man, I really need to catch up. Stuff's gas right now. Y'all
it just gets you hyped for the 3rd season.
Yeah, the whole season.
It is good.
It's good. It's hella good, bro.
Yeah, it is really good.
I wouldn't miss out on watching it because of that.
Nah. Plus, once it's like all set, like he was saying, like it's all said and done, you just binge to 3, and then it won't even hit you the same if you can wait, if you held out that long.
Yeah, that's just gas. So I was watching that, man. Started, like I said on the last stream, started my A24 collection, bro. Me and the Miss. I already watched it in theaters, but me and the missus watched Civil War. Like, oh fuck. That was really good. It's even better on the second watch, bro.
I could see that because you have a lot to look at, or you can look at different things.
Yeah, man. That shit's so good, bro. And then like the power of like, bro, like games I don't really care for as far as like physical media. Because I've been buying digital games since I think Overwatch 1.
Yeah.
But bro, streaming movies versus that 4K Blu-ray.
Oh,
it's like 2 times the difference, blood.
Yeah.
It is so good.
I believe that. If you have the TV.
Yeah. Hold on. Sin, what you saying? Those of y'all who've seen this season, let me pull it up. This better not be no spoilers.
Not really, but I'm not. Oh man, that shit hurt to hear.
No, howdy, brother. What's up, Sin? Civil War is the Trump virus retail. Listen, bro, there's so much crazy shit, bro, like in there with the journalist talking in the car. That was like, it was just so close to home, bro. It was crazy. Now, like, I would like for them to dive deeper into like this could be like they could spin off, right, and do like a Civil War TV show to see how it all popped off. Right, I would like to see that because in the movie you're just following the journalist. But yeah, I would love to see a spinoff of like how it started and all that stuff. Epic treasures in the building.
What's up? Done by A24. Cool.
Yeah,
Got it.
It has to be A24, man. What's up, Epic? But yeah, they could do so many things with that shit, bro. Even like the aftermath after the movie they could get into, you know what I'm saying? Like the Western forces, how the fuck did California and Texas become, united in some sort of sense, you know what I mean? But it'd be cool. What else? I've been playing Starfield. Got back into that. Still so much fun. I can just do whatever I want. You know what I mean? It's so cool. A little bit of Unicorn Overlords. What else did I play? I hate mentioning my casual games. Of course, I was playing COD and college football. I think that's about it, man. Oh, and I played Aerial Knights. We Never Yield. Shout out to him, man. Played about like for an hour or two over the weekend. Of that, so shout out to him. Well, I think he did that shit solo, man, kind of like Graham or whatever. So it's cool.
I love that.
Yeah. Anything else y'all need to get off y'all's chest or anything like that before we get started? Oh, Parris, what's up, man? I demand to pull up and address this Xbox console stuff. Okay, Parris. Of course. I got you.
I see him pulling up on the bike, bro. Did it?
Did it? Oh my gosh. Let me just send you a message really quick. I'm gonna DM you right now with the invitation. Because you've been getting a lot of heat, man. You and Destin Laguerre. About the negative sales or whatever year over year for the Xbox console. I mean, people just take a 30-second clip and come at you. It's crazy. Oh, we got him on cam. The great Parris Lilly. How you doing, sir?
Wait, am I already on cam? Okay, see, I'm already on cam. I'm on cam this time. Because I have to address this straight up. This is a bunch of bullshit. I just have to say this right now. This is a bunch of bullshit. I go on Unlock. I'm just thinking, hey, ain't no big deal. Obviously, the news went down. Honestly, I was like, I'm going to catch more heat for what I said about Bungie than anything I said about Xbox. That's what I'm thinking, right? I'm
you ain't no big deal. Mistaken, sir.
So I'm not speaking for Destin. Destin can have his own opinion about whatever. Do I 100% agree with what Destin said? No, I do not. But he's entitled to his opinion. But this is what I don't like. And I even had to address it again today with J-Dub messy ass. I don't like that people clip part of what I said.
Yeah.
When if you listen to everything I said, I am specifically talking about why they had a 42% drop last quarter, because there wasn't anything to play last quarter. So ain't nobody buying hardware last quarter.
Right.
And what I said about moving forward, and look, I'm being loud because
you're good.
This is ridiculous. But and my point about it being a lost cause, this console generation moving forward, again, if you listen to what I'm saying, I'm like, look, kneecap this shit now, put out new hardware sooner. There's no way they should be waiting until 2028, holiday 2028 to put out new hardware. Put it out in 2026 is rumored. That's what I was saying, because I said if you pair it with something like Gears of War E-Day, like hotcakes, like hotcakes is going to be selling. So that's my only thing, because all I was saying was, look, if the numbers don't lie, if it's been dropping year over year, why? It's like people are upset because I'm going on Ray Ray tomorrow. I'm cussing all of them out when I go on Ray Ray tomorrow. Because Ray mad at me about saying that I'm wrong on this and that. And I even told Ray, I go, did you listen to everything I said? No, I just saw the clip. See, this is what I'm saying. You see a clip taking part of what I said, where if you took the entire context of what I said, I'm just talking about, sure, Xbox has 30 plus million, 40 plus million people with consoles. Of course, you need to take care of those people. You don't abandon them. But it is unrealistic to think they're going to hit some magic switch on the back end of this console generation and start selling consoles like hotcakes. It's not going to happen. Right. Just like they did with the original Xbox going to the 360, they kneecapped it early and jumped to the 360. Mm-hmm. And look at that launch lineup they had for the 360 launch.
That launch lineup was crazy. So I want to ask you, Parris.
Yeah.
Do you think the reason, if you look at the top 5 games for both platforms, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got Call of Duty, Fortnite, FC Football, Madden, and 2K. What do all those have in common?
What do they have in common? Well, they're third party, number one.
Right. They're third party, and they are all available on last gen systems.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that.
Right.
Because me and Danny, not an argument, but we were having a back and forth about this today. When that Jedi Survivor news came out today about them having last gen version, I know they had originally said it, but that isn't the point. I had said to Danny, I go, this is this console generation in a nutshell. Mm-hmm. Unlike previous generations, you quickly abandoned after 18 to 24 months at the latest. You were abandoning the previous generation. Everything was on the new one. People were buying hardware. They are not doing that this time. That's why you're still seeing COD and Madden and all this stuff. They're supporting 2013 hardware. Think about that. Yep. It's 2024 and you're still supporting 11-year-old hardware, and not just one-offs. Major titles, your big AAA,
pretty much
titles.
all of them. I think the newest one that had the zeitgeist, and it'd be interesting to see the quarterly stats for both Xbox and PlayStation is with the new college football game. Yeah, right, because that's only next gen. That's next gen only, or whatever. So it'd be, and from all reports that I saw, you know what I'm saying, like next gen systems were selling very well during that time period when it did come out or whatever. And I think what it would take is for all those other games like COD, FIFA, or FC Football, those games to come out next gen only, and then that will help, because like most of the console market is casuals. Let's just put it like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everybody who wanted an Xbox or a next gen console so they can have the power, so that they can the games can run a little faster, have quick resume, whatever, already have it.
Yep.
They already have
it. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, ask yourself this question. What game, and this ain't no console, I'm cussing it down, okay? This ain't no console war bullshit. What game on any platform have you seen? I can think of one that you're like, yep, this could not run on a PlayStation 4 and an Xbox One.
Right. Yeah.
That's this console generation.
Yep, pretty much.
For better or worse, whatever you want to blame it on. Not to mention, going back to that unlock thing, as we continue that conversation, we're also talking about one of the reasons that you're not seeing hardware sell like it did previously is by this time in the generation, guess what? Price cuts. It's cheaper.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They can't do that this time.
Nope.
Manufacturing prices have not gone down. So like I had even mentioned that all digital Xbox that they showed at the showcase. My initial thought when I saw the price, I was like, man, if this was at least $50 cheaper, I could see more people wanting to jump on this and buy it, but they can't do it. Just like this, the 1 terabyte Series S is what, $350 or something crazy like that. I'm like, that's too much. Yeah. And it's funny because I even had that conversation. Well, I won't say his name, but I had a conversation with somebody at Xbox about that last year when they announced it. And I'm like, man, if y'all could have just made this cheaper. And he's like, they can't. They can't do it. So that, and look, I know people mad because I'm saying Xbox, and obviously I talk Xbox. PlayStation.
I mean, but these are valid things.
Yeah.
To say, though. You know what I mean? Like,
and that was, but see, that was my thing though about it. And I get people saying that Destin is being extreme because I don't agree that they should stop making hardware. I don't agree. I didn't agree
with this.
But my thing is, he wasn't the other things that he was saying. These are statistical facts. These are things that are actually happening. So you can't be mad at him or myself for stating what the obvious is. It had a 42% drop the last quarter. Amy Hood straight up told you it's going to drop again. So that means something has to change. And in my opinion, it's not going to be in this console generation. I don't give a shit what game comes out the rest of this generation. It is not going to change the narrative of them selling more hardware. It's just not. They're going to have to come out
from a first party point of view, possibly. But I mean, I'm sure it's not going to come out till 2026. But GTA,
and that was my point.
GTA is supposed to come out in 2025, so that might help.
That game ain't coming out in 20.
I know. That's why I said it might come in 2026.
Anybody think that game? I will bet you anything. I bet you my house that game is not coming out in 2025.
No, that's exactly what I think, man. But it's just
wait, is Ray in the chat?
I don't think he is.
I thought someone said he was in the chat because I'd be like, Ray, I'm cussing you out when I see you.
He's ready to attack.
Yeah.
No, I love Ray, man.
But I think like they're having like a Wii U problem right now.
I think so.
Like Wii U didn't sell 13 million units lifetime. Oh, there go Ray. Cuss him out, Parris.
No, I ain't gonna cuss him out. No, I'm for real. I am 1,000% coming on your show tomorrow, and some furniture gonna be moving. I ain't gonna do it here, but we gonna do it on your show. We gonna move some furniture around because I listen. See, here, real quick on the Ray thing. We jump back. See, like I tell Ray, I tell y'all, I'm always watching. Yeah. I'm always paying attention. I might not catch it live, but I'll eventually catch it. And my thing was, I'm looking at that chat. I'm like, God damn, what did I do? I'm a piece of shit. I'm this, I'm that. I'm like, damn, it's on my console. If you bought one, be happy with it. That was my thing. We'll talk about it on this show. We'll talk about this show.
Yeah, don't listen to Ryu Gaming, bro. Like, don't listen to that, man. He just be talking shit for no reason. Yeah. Damn, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, the Wii U, right? They sold 13 million units lifetime or whatever, and they reinvented themselves with something very quirky and whatever with the Switch, and sold gangbusters with it, right? And I think that's Xbox's next move. If they can find a way, and we just saw, and that's one of the topics on here if we have enough time to get to it, that new upscaling from Microsoft that they have. Have you seen that?
I have.
Yeah. So bring stuff from 720p, and then it looks like it's I don't know what the resolution at the end resolution, like 1440p or 4K or whatever. Looked really good. Looked really, really good. And if they can somehow tap into that, like with a Xbox handheld, it's a wrap.
Well, see, that's what I said on Ray, that's what I said. If you listen to the whole conversation, that's what I said on Unlocked is, okay, get to 2026, pair it with a system selling launch game like Gears E-Day.
Yep.
And you had that handheld. To your point about the Wii U, that was my exact thought. Look at where Nintendo was with the Wii U. It wasn't nobody buying it. There was and that was the other ironic thing too, that I think was getting lost in translation. I'm not saying that Xbox doesn't have games that you want to play, because the Wii U had great games, which guess what? They translated them right on over to the Switch and people are buying them now. But if the hardware isn't selling for whatever reason, price, whatever, then it doesn't matter at this point if you got good games on there, because the reputation of it has already been set. We're so late in the generation. A lot of people are probably just going to go, well, I'll just wait to the next thing. Why am I buying this one? I still got Xbox One, or I got a PS5 or a Switch. They're not going to go buy it. So yeah, I absolutely think it's going to be a Wii U situation for them. If they can nail that handheld, where it's competitively priced, and you're essentially telling me I have an Xbox in my hand that I can take wherever I want. I can dock it, play it like it's a console, everything. If they can nail that, it's going to be the Switch all over again for Xbox. Why wouldn't it be? Because look, we see the road again. Ray, if you watch, I was talking about the roadmap. We see the games that are coming. They got a bunch of I want to play those kind of games, which is part of, and I'm sure y'all going to talk about the Avowed stuff. That's part of the reason why Avowed got kicked into 2025, because they stacked so much shit at the end of this year that it's going to get lost in the shuffle. But they got games coming. So if you get the games, you get it on that cadence to make it make sense that I have a steady flow of games that I want to play coming in, both first and third party. That obviously makes Game Pass look better. That's going to incentivize people to want to go buy your hardware. So no, they're not getting out of console business. I don't see that. That's what I'm saying. I don't agree with Destin on that. There's no reason to leave the console business.
Well, because the console business, even though you have 30 million, let's say, all right, let's hypothetically say PlayStation has 60 million, and then people scoff at Xbox's 30. That's still 30 million consoles, 13 million customers that have the Microsoft or Xbox storefront where they get 30% of everything purchased there. Why would they abandon that?
No, and they're not. And that being serious for a second, because I did listen to what Ray was talking about. And Ray was bringing up that. It was like they got 30 plus million people. Of course, you're not abandoning that. You need to take care of those people. And you got that in your back pocket going into the next generation as a baseline. Clearly, they have higher aspirations for that. Clearly, this generation, they thought they were going to be able to compete with PlayStation from a hardware sales standpoint. I hate using the pandemic as an excuse, but the pandemic set them back, because we saw what they were showing us at launch, and the development on them games fell way behind. That we're just now starting to get Fable and Avowed and Forza and all that stuff they were showing, during the launch event. So they, in my opinion, you just take a mulligan. This generation, this generation is a mulligan. They obviously bolstered the roster with Bethesda and Activision. You go into this next one ready. You're ready from day one with a bunch of games, a bunch of studios behind you. You see they're already pivoting into doing shorter AA type of games, which has a place. Everything doesn't have to be a AAA blockbuster. Hell, that's why Bungie in the damn trouble they in right now. Not everything needs to be that. So
I think I've played more indie games, single A and AA games this year than I have any other year.
You want to know what my game of the year is so far?
What's that?
Prince of Persia.
Okay. Yeah.
Prince of Persia. That's the best game I've played this year. Second is probably Dungeons of Hindenburg.
Dungeons, yeah.
I need to get
Dungeons.
Both of those games. Both of those games were great, and they're not AAA games. You know what I mean? So there's a play again. We all look. I'm older than y'all, but we all grew up. Not every game was some big AAA blockbuster. Yeah. Some of my fondest memories are more AA indie type games anyway. So they'll be fine. I think people, there's a couple things. You got the grifters, so that was easy money. I'm gonna slice this one just right. I'm gonna put that clip out of there, and I'm gonna make a bunch of people mad. And then you got people that are obviously huge Xbox fans. They don't want people saying stop making consoles. So of course they're gonna get upset at that stuff. So I think is that. look, I've known Destin for a long time. Destin is a good dude. He genuinely loves Xbox and wants to see them succeed. But I mean, he was just trying to look at it logically. But I think he, because again, he was saying as a business, why would you keep making hardware? But they're not going to stop. They want to, and I've said this for a while. They want to keep that hand on the wheel. They do not want to hand the keys over to PlayStation and Nintendo to dictate what console hardware, because again, their games have to go on that hardware if they become a third party. So they want to keep a hand on the wheel so that they can kind of, steer the narrative from a hardware and technical standpoint, moving forward. Because let's just say it was just PlayStation and Nintendo. I don't think we see the innovations that we've seen in the console side the past couple generations.
And you want to see $100 games? Here we go.
Yeah, exactly. Xbox being in the market, and it goes the other way. If it was just Xbox or Nintendo, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not
yeah. If there was just one, like, competition is great in terms of, I mean, competition is why we got Game Pass. It just is. They had to innovate some way, and that's what we got, and it's the best service, period. In my opinion. So yeah, man.
Your chat a damn fool. But yeah, it was like, man, I'm just catching strays left and right. I'm thinking, look, I'm minding my own business. I'm watching SummerSlam, chilling, and the next thing I know, Sunday morning I get up. I got Pete, my co-host of Gamer Tag Radio. He's like, man, they talking all kind of crazy shit about you online. I go, what? What I do? And then he sent me the link. I was like, oh Lord, here we go. And then I knew, I was like, let me go check out Ray. I came up on there. I was spot on, 100%. I ain't looking dirt yet. I know I came up in the dirt live chat. Yeah, I gotta watch dirt too. I know. Like I said, I pay attention. What's going on? Oh man. No, but it's all good, man. I mean, being serious, I appreciate legit criticism for real, because I say dumb stuff all the time. So I appreciate people bringing a perspective into it, like, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe that was dumb or whatever. But look, I'm standing on this hill. Like, hell no, y'all ain't giving me this time, because I ain't say nothing wrong. I was right. Trying to drag me into something somebody else said, like I said it. I didn't say it.
Yeah, I mean, you could take a clip of anybody, a 5-second clip of anybody, and make them look crazy or whatever, man. But no, you keep on doing you, man. 100%.
Well, hey, I will give a minor tease. Pay attention on Thursday. You might see something. You might see something from you, boy. That's all I'm saying. I'll leave it at that. There might be a little something out there.
Boy, Parris out here doing big things, man.
A little something.
That's cool. You can't drop any more than that? Just a little something?
No, I don't want to get in trouble. No.
Okay. All right.
No. Because I'll say too much. I'll mess around and say too much. Oh, I know exactly what he's talking about. No, I don't. No. That's good enough.
No,
let's put it this way. You know.
I know what it is.
I'll leave it at that. So wait, where are we day? I'll let you back to the show. I know I disrupted, but where are we at day wise? Where are we at? How many days left? 25? Something
24,
like that?
Man.
24?
24, yeah.
So
you're gonna be all bloodied and bruised, my brother.
Well, clearly, I've already resigned myself. I'm getting jumped, so I'm just gonna make sure if I'm going down, I'm leaving a mark. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna jump in third scale.
Yeah, let's start off there. We got you.
Yeah. Once I start to stagger a little bit, they coming in.
You gonna call it the assist? Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh man, hilarious. All right, well, hey, I'll let y'all get back to the show. And Ray, I will be in court tomorrow. I'll be there early too.
You've been summoned.
I'm gonna be wearing my Nation of Islam suit, ready with a bean pie, ready for you. Can't wait. But y'all have a good rest of the show, man.
Hey, did you sign up for that mixer?
I did.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
yep. We'll Looking forward to it.
Man.
All right, man. Y'all have a good show. I'll be lurking.
Yep. Peace out.
Later.
All right, cool, man. The great Parris Lilly, man. Never backs down from a conversation.
Nope.
That's the boy. That's the boy.
That talk.
Yeah, just like that's the thing, man. Like these people, like and ourselves included, man. We podcast twice. What am I supposed to ask, Vic?
Oh, if he
What
was
is-
an AEC member, I think.
Oh God. Oh no. I'm not. I'm not. Oh. Yeah, they're having court tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, people's like that's nothing. His emotions ran probably a little too high. Like with what he was saying, like just get out of the console business. I was like, no, that's not how that works, man. Like you have 30 million customers plus, like I mean, you shutting down shop if you got 30 million customers, Nova.
Nah, heck no. What? Got 30 million customers.
I'm kind of booming.
Yeah, like, we're crazy right now. 30 milli?
Yeah.
No, you gonna have to pry my cold dead hands off that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit insane, man. Yeah, and I agree. Destin's take was, but that's the thing, though, right? Like sometimes, like I would say, more likely than not, Destin has good takes, right? He just had a bad one. Don't fucking throw stones at that man. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. Not everybody's gonna say what you think. You can just be like, yeah, that was a bad take, and then move on.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So yeah, I think the reason why people probably get a little bit upset because a lot of people dislike IGN.
feel that,
right?
Mm-hmm.
And he is the Xbox guy on there.
He is.
Right?
I hear that name so much. This is Gary here. I've heard that so much.
So he's the Xbox guy on there. So like, like sometimes his co-workers or colleagues will throw shade at Xbox in front of his face and not a real good defense there. And I feel like people's like, just put me in that spot and I'll shut it down. You know what I mean? But yeah, Destin's human, man. He doesn't, he's human. And like Kay Asante just said, the man is passionate about Xbox. Passion breeds emotional takes sometimes. Cut the man some slack.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yep.
I agree with that, man. Now if that person was being like we all know Dreamcast guy, there's people out there consistently with extremely horrible takes all the time, and mostly for rage bait and stuff like that, right? Like, yeah, like shit on them all you want because like they're just that's the new word this generation. They're just grifting, right? But yeah, Destin's all right, man. Destin's all right. All right. All right, let's go ahead into the first topic, my brothers. So if y'all haven't seen, now I done moved, like since we left Streamlabs, all my stuff has been moved. Let me pull this up really quick on my end. If you haven't heard, within the last 5 years, WB been in trouble. They've been in trouble a lot. And Warner Brothers, this comes from GameDeveloper.com, written by my brother Justin Carter, contributing editor. Warner Brothers discoveries dire financial straits may lead to it selling off various smaller assets as a means to avoid a complete nuclear option corporate breakup. Okay. And this like WB Discovery, like they've been going through it past few years. So like the reports are per the Financial Times, senior management like CEO David Zaslav are considering selling off its video game division. That side of the business includes original franchises WB acquired, Mortal Kombat, that's by NetherRealm, and long-running transmedia brands like DC and Harry Potter. And since merging with Discovery in 2022, WBD, I hate the way that sounds. WBD has repeatedly affirmed its desire to stick around in video games, particularly live service. It saw a big success in 2023 with Hogwarts Legacy, which didn't win any awards because people are cowards, followed by the modest Multiverses and disappointing Suicide Squad in 2024. So like some of it's not on here, but off the top of my head, I know they have NetherRealm. I know they have Rocksteady, TT Games, I think is what it's called, along with a few other studios. Back in 2020, when Warner Brothers was still owned by AT&T, parties like Microsoft and Take-Two were interested in buying the interactive division. And at the time, a potential deal would have been valued for as much as $4 billion. I think from what I've read, and it's not on this report right here, I think it's supposed to be valued at around like 7.4 billion now, for all the studios. But guys, I just wanted to get y'all's take. What face was you making, Nova?
Bro, I was just thinking that, bro. It made me laugh. But I was over here like looking at the game, and then I was like, man, I'm watching the game too much. I need to pay attention. I'm not gonna but I'm paying attention. Shit. I'm locked in, chat. I promise.
Okay, got you. That's funny. So with all this news, with WB looking probably to offload their game division, I'm not going to insinuate Xbox to buy WB Games. I'll have a take on that. But like, do you guys see Xbox trying to get into it? If not, like, who else, or Microsoft rather? Who else do y'all see probably potentially snagging up WB Games? And I'll start with you, Skill.
As far as Xbox, kind of torn from them copping it just because they're buying everything. I don't want to say everything, but acquisition after acquisition, man. And I'm torn because, for one, if they pick up the studio or WB and then they start making more games, I'm happy about that, obviously. But my thing is, like, they're getting to the point to where they're getting monopoly money. I think it's going to be crazy if they start, because WB is massive, man. Like, that's huge. And that's why I'm torn, because it's like, that's a huge cop for Xbox or Microsoft. And especially if they're offloading, like, I'm pretty sure they're getting a deal. And then it's like, on the other hand, I'm just like, we could possibly get some good games out of that. Like, if this pushes production to make more things and get stuff going on, then I'm all for it. Now, if it's not Xbox who buys them, I'm not actually sure who's going to buy them, to be really honest. I feel like everybody's broke, kind of, except Xbox or Microsoft. Microsoft. But it's like, I don't think everybody's doing layoffs. It's like, so, and that's why I'm kind of torn as well. Is like, if they're like offloading, does that mean we get no games until they can offload, or what? Like,
I think what it would mean is that, like, whatever's in production is still in production, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then those assets just clearly just go over to the new company that purchased them.
Yeah. I could. Well, if it's in production, it's in production. I think I want new things to come in production if possible.
Yeah,
I would like that a lot. Yeah, it's kind of my take on it a little bit.
What about you, Nova?
Man, for the most part, man, I would love to see Xbox actually do it, because I know that Tencent was also in the article as well, and they also have deep pockets, man. Tencent has ownership.
Now you want to talk about a fucking monopoly?
Yeah, like
Tencent, bro. Tencent has fucking everything, bro. Shit, you don't even a lot of mobile, but like Xbox don't even compare to, like, as a publisher, doesn't even compare to what Tencent is doing, bro.
And even outside of that, like, I think they even have like a small ownership in even Discord.
They do,
right?
Yeah.
So like, so their reach is very vast. So they could do it. But if I wanted to see like even like WB partner up, if they could find a way to, have some type of partnership with Xbox, to where they don't have their hands tied behind their back and they can still deliver quality product, but have some type of financial backing, that would be dope, because we just came right off the cusp of, the Bungie thing with, and it's still happening with PlayStation. I'd hate for them to come over and then be like, all right, well, hostile takeover.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I feel like that would probably be in their best interest to go at Xbox.
Like Big Daddy Microsoft, are you taking a pay cut? We're not that kind of company.
We're not that.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, like, come over to the Xbox side, man. They're usually pretty good with, even dealing with indie companies as well.
Yeah.
So but shout out to them. What do you think, Viking? What do you think about that?
So I'm confused a little bit about how any of this will work, no matter who buys them, right? Because what makes WB Games good, like, I'm not gonna say good, but recognizable, are the IPs,
For sure,
which are WB IPs, right? Mm-hmm. So like when somebody buys those studios for, let's say, $7 billion, does that automatically grant you the rights to those IPs like Batman, Harry Potter, Mortal Kombat, Spawn, not Spawn, but like, Lord of the Rings, all that, right? Because if not, then I could take NetherRealm, right? Me and Moose Gaming was talking about this. Oh, there it goes, Mesa right there. We was talking about this a little bit earlier today about like kind of what IP, what kind of games we would like to see from some of them. And like for me, NetherRealm building a Mortal Kombat or Injustice 2 style fighter, but for Microsoft IPs, would be fucking lit, right? Like Doom versus Master Chief, and have Crash Bandicoot somehow in there, you know what I mean? And Miss Joanna Dark, and like a whole bunch of IPs that they now own, right? You have Ghost from Call of Duty, and you just have so much that you have to work with that. But this case honestly says the only studio worth buying is NetherRealm because they come with Mortal Kombat, none of the other IPs, so it's not worth it. So I slightly disagree. I think Rocksteady is still a good studio. I think what made Suicide Squad not great was the publisher wanting to nickel and dime the consumer, right? Like, so like a lot of the choices, because they didn't want to make a live service game, right? Like they wanted probably a Suicide Squad that was more Arkham feeling than anything, but you got to do with what your publisher says to do if you want funding for your next game. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's one of the things that it's so hard to choose, right? Like, do you want somebody like Microsoft or an Amazon or Tencent to have control of them, to where, you'll have your overlapping layoffs, right? And then your underperforming studios will probably get disbanded or have the option to get let go. But they're probably not so much in the business of trying to make Fortnite money because they have such a diverse catalog, right? To where they don't have to nickel and dime you every single step of the way, right? Or do you try to go independent, find investors, because them shits is closing down like crazy too. You know what I mean? Not having the financial backing of like a really big publisher. You got a bunch of people to pay for 4 to 5 years straight with no return. It's spooky.
It is.
Yeah.
Who said that? Somebody said, Monolith Productions and Avalanche are good studios. Yeah, they got, WB has good studios. I mean, I just think it's just been extremely mismanaged, like with a lot of their shit, to be honest. But listen, I think Microsoft needs to, like, if this deal would happen, it would have to be like 2 years from now for Microsoft, right? Like they need to get their own house in order. They already got so much that they need to do. Like they're having they have so many games coming out. They had to move one, apparently, right? Like they need to get that in order before they take on a whole nother group of studios and publishers. And potentially hire another Matt Booty, because like that's a lot of work for one dude. You know what I mean? To have
Mhm.
he already has 40 plus studios under him. You know what I mean? Like having another 7 on top of that is kind of crazy. Somebody else said something pretty good too, man. I should have started.
And while you're looking for that, like that, it makes sense though that if they do want to sell, because they just recently acquired the multiverses, so they're like want to maybe sweeten the pot, make themselves look a lot better. You know what I mean? As a company, like, hey, like we also got
Middle Earth and Friends.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? All that. So they like, yo, we got some stuff over here. You know, come by us.
But that's the thing. Like, I'm confused on like how that would work. Like, do they just like whoever buys them? Does that 7 billion, 8 billion come with like, all right, I'm able to use your IPs? Like,
I think it's just the games division. I don't think it's like the IP as a whole. I would think, and this is speculation. I don't know for sure. You know,
I want the IP as a whole.
Yeah, like I think it's almost kind of worthless, in my opinion, like to take on these studios. I think the only two, well, you know, Avalanche made good ones too, but like we don't know what kind of game they can make without those IPs, I guess.
Exactly.
Or how relevant they would be, right? Arkham sold because it's fucking Arkham.
Yep.
Right? Was it a solid game? Absolutely. But it sold because it was Batman, right? Mortal Kombat sells because it's fucking Mortal Kombat, right? Same thing with Injustice. It's DC, right? Harry Potter sold because it was fucking Harry Potter. You know what I mean? Like, and they were all good games. I just don't know how, like, if these were original IPs, then you take a gamble, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I think. Okay, Asante said that's the problem. You don't get the IP with the studio. From my research, only NetherRealm comes with Mortal Kombat. Well, get fucking NetherRealm, and that's it.
Yeah, if that's the way it goes. Yeah.
That is it. Don't get nothing else. Unless I'm getting, so what could happen, and then like let's say I'm Microsoft, I don't know nothing about this, right? But if I'm Microsoft, all right, I'll give you 7.4, the asking price for the studios. But I want an exclusive 10-year deal for all your IPs for X amount of dollars.
Yeah.
And then we can re-up in the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Right? Like whether that's in the term of like a royalty fees or just an upfront payment to help you get out of debt or whatever, let me know. Because that would be, and if you want to give the IP to somebody else, like we have to sign off on that too, or whatever, right? So we can't have PlayStation doing a Superman game, right? but we would let Rocksteady do it, right? As long as it's multi-platform or something like that. Does that make sense? I don't know if they could do that.
Yeah, I don't know how it goes, but I see what you're saying. All right, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. Case on to say, you could do that. First dibs on licensing at a good rate. Yeah, but it's WB though. They swimming in debt. It was like, what's a good rate? 7 billion.
Right.
We need our money, Johnson. Yeah, who knows, man? But like, yeah, I'm glad so Mortal Kombat's the only one. So yeah, NetherRealm it is, and then NetherRealm can work
strong
on.
one.
Yeah. But like NetherRealm could also make another fighter with your Microsoft IPs, right? So you have 2 things going for you on that front.
Give us like a 2x KO for Microsoft.
Something. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. So what do you guys? Yeah, I guess I kind of already mentioned that. Do y'all think that the publishers are kind of getting away with these studio stuff for the most part when it comes to churning out creative games?
Are they what?
Are they getting in the way? Publishers, are they getting in the way of like the creative vision of these studios? You know, it's like, well, we don't want to do a live service game like that. Well, you gotta.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. But it makes sense though at the same time, because they're the ones fronting the money in the first place. So they need to recoup. So they need to try to figure that out. You know what I mean? So
it's the same way if a friend told you they lent you something, they'll get it back to you once they start selling. It's the same thing. It's like you kind of expect that. It's like I fronted you, I expect it back. I'm not going to try to rush you, but I need that.
But like, these things are out of touch though, like because like most of these guys are just suits. They look at numbers, they see Fortnite makes this amount of money, this is what they're doing. Like y'all need to do that too, right?
Like for sure. Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, because I think studios could come up with a solid way to include microtransactions from a reasonable front, right? Like for a reasonable price, I guess. I don't know how to phrase it, but these I think these publishers, bro, I think they just be like, no, you'll do it this way, god damn it. Make it, it's like we want to do a single player. It's like, no, you'll make it multiplayer and you'll have seasons, battle passes.
It's just how the corporate thing goes, bro. Like they see it working for some other people, and they're gonna come into the next meeting talking about we need a Fortnite or we need, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how many times I done heard AI in meetings since it's been popping off. You go to a freaking bakery, they talking about how they using AI these days, bro.
That's real.
It's like, ain't no way you really implementing AI for real. Like, come on, you just throwing out corporate buzzwords and you want people to do it. And it's just, that's just the nature of the beast, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, man. But I'll unless y'all got something else to say. I think somebody said Victor Alistine. What's up, man? He said not worth it for a 10-year license when games get close to that to make. They need the whole DC license permanently.
You ain't getting no perm.
Yeah, the perm ain't
getting permanent.
So I feel like the 10-year licensing deal could work because you can at least churn at bare minimum churn out two games, two games, but from a multitude of studios, right? Like
two games per studio. I thought you meant 2 games total.
Not even per studio, right? Because like once I have this license under Microsoft for 10 years, I can have any number of my 40 studios churning out WB licensed games. You know what I mean? So I could get theoretically like 7 or 8 games or even 10 games out of those 10 years.
I think you get way more if they're not all AAA. Like if they just not dumb down, but if they just like lower it down to AA, you could put out a lot more stuff, man. And AA is fine. And even 1A, if that's a thing, like just little stuff with the IPs though. Like I'd see what they're saying by 10 years. If games truly take like 4 to 5 years to make, I could see why they're saying that. But that's usually like AAA. Like or it's like that's a long ass time. I'd be like, hey man, no, make it smaller. Let's get this out about 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel you. This is Skynet Bakery.
I'm saying, bro. It is. It's crazy.
The AI measures the flour.
That's croissant spready.
Bro,
oh my
crazy.
God, bro. All right, man. We can go ahead and move on.
I do got one thing though.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you could have a WBIP made, what would you want? Well, any IP movie, any of it.
Well, yeah, but so Spawn is technically under Todd McFarlane, but there's some weird rights with WB as well, I believe. I want a fucking Spawn game so bad. Arkham Spawn.
Yeah.
I think you can't miss with that, bro. Like you just as long as you
Unless you make it live service, that's it. That's how you miss.
Well, they could do like the Elden Ring type shit, bro. You know what I mean? Like in 2 years, come out with an expansion for $40.
Oh, well, DLC,
that extends the map. You know what I mean? That's the only live service we want. You know,
that's literally the only one we want. Yeah, I don't want. That's it. Yeah.
Ray Old says a Superman Rocksteady game. The Superman is interesting, right? I think people have a hard time trying to come up with a Superman game because he's just so fucking strong.
Powerful.
Right? So like if you maybe a Superman game on planet Krypton could work, but then he's not strong, right? He's just a normal ass person.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like flying through the city would be super dope, but you'd have to have super destructible buildings. Like, I think it would just be so hard. I agree with you. I would love to see a Superman game.
Yeah.
It was just like the how to make that interesting and fun and challenging would be.
And you have Superman 64 to always compare yourself with.
Yeah.
God,
not that you said one of the worst games of all time. Literally. Oh man. I remember I played it. I remember we read that. I was like, this sucks. Bad.
That's probably why they stopped doing them games, bro.
I understand it. I'm not touching Superman after that. We not going that way.
This man whole thing is flying, bro, and flying was terrible on that game.
Horrible, bro. I still remember it was wonky as fuck, dude. It was horrible.
Yeah, that shit was bad. Yeah, flying through rings and all kinds of shit, bro. Like,
what is this? Star Fox? I did not understand. I was like, what is this game? It was horrible. Time limits like a bitch. It was horrible. Oof.
That's funny, man. What about you, Nova? What would you want from WB?
Let me get the Matrix.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Sir.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like the world is there. Like we all love bullet time events. It done spawned quite a bit of stuff in bullet time events. It been out here, man. It's one of the goats.
Yeah.
let me
Did
get
you play
one
the
of
Matrix demo? Well,
I didn't play that demo, but I have seen footage of it, and it's very, very impressive. It's part of the reason why I did mention it. Like it's there, bro. You could do some of those things, get some of that, the dynamic lighting that they would show. You know what I mean? All those things. We could get that.
Kenneth Sante said that is the right answer. The Matrix. That's right.
Yes, sir.
What about you, Scale?
I kind of have two. One, I think I'd want a Blade Runner open world game. I know that's Cyberpunk, but Blade Runner
would be dope. Yeah,
Blade Runner would be fire. And then this is a weird one. I think I want like a Willy Wonka type game where you're building up the factory.
Hey,
RPG. You're Willy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'll be clean. That'll be clean. I'm with it.
And starting from the ground up, getting your factory right. I don't know. I wanted super RPG, maybe resemblance to Hogwarts
Very
Legacy a little bit. Yeah,
very
but semi,
similar.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
Yes, that would. Yo, Willy Wonka. That would actually be clean, bro.
That'd be cool, man. I think that'd be cool to see. I think I really enjoy the IP, the Willy Wonka. Ever since I saw it as a kid, I was like, this shit is actually good. I hate musicals. I was like, this is fire. So yeah,
that's crazy. Another thing I think we mentioned this before was a WB kart racer. Would be super cool, especially if you could have the DC and Mortal Kombat characters, but as kids.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and make it like a hero shooter type of kart racer to where each one of them had like their own special, right? Like Scorpion, get over here, and to grab the one ahead and pull them back.
Yeah.
Sub-Zero would freeze. Batarangs coming out for Batman. And
like how they have on Double Dash. Everybody has their own thing.
Yeah.
Special attacks. Yeah.
That would be fire. There go your live service. Easy. People would not have an issue doing live service shit with that, man.
Some things make sense. Live service, man. Some things really make sense, and we're conditioned for it to make sense, right? But just everything being live service, bro, just don't make sense at all. What book do you say? Never used the word Willie in England. Trust me on this.
Gotcha.
You want to go to Willy Wonka?
No.
Nah. Let me get some of these super chats really quick. We got Slim Reaper with the 5. I appreciate what you guys are doing. Wish the Xbox community was like PlayStation community ponies going down with the ship. What's that? I don't know what that means. Wish the Xbox community was like the PlayStation community.
Die Hard. I guess.
Yeah, I think that goes. I see what you're saying. Maybe he meant wasn't like the PlayStation. I'm not sure. The thing that pissed me off, like with the PlayStation community, most of the time, is that they don't like. It's always these doubles, right? To where something happens on. It's just like politics. Something happens on one side, like haha, blah blah. Happens on your side, fucking dead silence, right? And then the Xbox community gets mad at the PlayStation community for having the dead silence, but yet want the Xbox community to stay silent when bad things happen on that side. It doesn't make any sense. Give everybody the smoke. These are just companies. They want your dollars. Make them earn it.
Yeah.
That's me. Splendiferous with the 2 said, let's just go ahead and make a Neo game and end it.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody on the Matrix trip.
That should be fire, man. They only had one, that one on PS2. That was like the only Matrix game we ever got with Jada Pickett. I believe she was in that. Yeah.
I think they had Matrix Online too, like way back in the day in 05.
Ain't doing no online, mate. You can't bullet time with online people. That shit ain't gonna work.
And then we got Victor Alistine. They can sell just a games license while WBD keeps the rights for movies and TV and so on. That's a very interesting idea. Thank you for the 5, by the way. Splendiferous, thank you for the 2. Slim Reaper, thank you for the 5.
Thank you.
That's very interesting. I just think that asking price for that to have WBD game license in perpetuity forever, boy, that's gonna cost.
No, yeah,
a lot.
Forever it's costing.
That's gonna cost a lot. But hey, they in debt though, right? They in $39 billion worth of debt. You might be able to get it for low.
That is crazy. That's a lot of fucking money, bro. What?
Yeah. And then the person that has the gaming rights takes a lot of risk with WB having ownership over movies and TV, right? Because, for example, right, there's for Marvel, there's a Blade game coming out, right? And there's a Blade movie, right? If those are timed kind of close to each other, one can really affect the other in terms of sales, good or bad, or whatever, right? So, like, let's say WB has like a Batman movie coming out, and Xbox has, or whoever owns WB has the a Batman game coming out. Depending who comes out first, bro, like it could affect either or, and that's a lot of trust that you have to have, in my opinion.
On both ends, for sure.
On both ends, yeah. For sure. But yeah, all right, cool.
Y'all remember when you used to get so many movies and games at the same time? Like,
yes,
when a game would come out, we'd get a
they come
movie
hand in hand.
My favorite double whammy was Chronicles of Riddick, bro.
That was the best one. I think that was the best one, truly.
Top down, bro.
Especially because it was canon, but not canon. They just did it the right way. And it was a good ass game and a good movie. Stop. Bro. That may be the best one.
It was the best double whammy of all time, bro.
Yeah.
The best. the fight. Remember the fighting mechanic in the game, bro? I was like, what is it doing?
Yeah, because that was the first game with first person fighting. I was like, my brain couldn't even. I was like, I'm trying to Disney, I think. I was like, this is crazy. Really good game, man.
Yeah, I want to go back. Pixel just said shame it's not back compat. Damn, so 7 Cs it is. They don't want to sell it, so
there it is.
Time to go hoist to Alexandria.
All
right, man. Let's go ahead and move on, man. ABK forms new AA studio. Who's got that topic today?
Tis I.
Okay, man. Hit us off with it.
Yes, sir. Microsoft and Activision have formed a new team within Blizzard to work on smaller games based on existing IPs. This comes from Windows Central. Employees from King and other parts of Activision have formed a new team within the Blizzard umbrella. Comes by way of Windows Central. Oh, I put that already. Sorry, that's me. Our sources indicate that Microsoft and Activision have approved the creation of a new team within its Blizzard subsidiary, comprised mostly with employees from King. Blizzard is known for beloved franchises like Warcraft, StarCraft, Diablo, and Overwatch. Microsoft is keen to curate and serve these franchises more prolifically than Activision itself did previously. To that end, we're told Microsoft and Activision's new team within Blizzard is tasked to work on smaller games based on existing franchises within the Blizzard universes. Given King's mobile expertise, it's possible that these will be mobile games and at the support of Xbox's planned mobile gaming store for iOS and Android, although not entirely sure if that would be restricted to specifically mobile. The one thing is military sci-fi strategy series StarCraft, for example, has essentially been on mothballs. This is their words since StarCraft remastered in 2017, and Xbox CEO Phil Spencer himself has name-checked StarCraft during interviews about the acquisition in recent years. He is a StarCraft guy. Given Microsoft's platform agnostic strategy across mobile, PC, and console, it's entirely possible that any fresh projects could run across platforms. Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella, the second time I messed it up. Sorry, Satya. Describes how I want Xbox to focus on the three-pronged gaming approach across those endpoints, with the Xbox console at its core. Microsoft and other big players are increasingly concerned about the monstrously ballooning costs of facing AAA game development, and having studios cross-collaborate more closely is one way Microsoft is exploring reducing costs. A lot of the biggest success stories in the industry in recent times have been unique ideas from smaller teams like Baltero, Pal World, Vampire Survivors, and Among Us, and even some of Microsoft's internal games like Sea of Thieves and Grounded. So, yeah, mouthful. Nova, I'll start with you. What are your initial thoughts on the possible acquisition?
Man,
They
said we gonna build this internal team. They said we got this store, this mobile store, and we gonna put some games in it. That's what I think it is, bro. To be honest, I think since it's comprised mostly of King employees, which are mobile development, they're gonna probably just dig into the IPs that they already have laying around and repurpose them elsewhere to try to make more money off of them, man. So I wouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, bro, like I'm still a little salty to how they because they did StarCraft 2 like that, man. Like StarCraft 2 was clutch, and it just kind of just fell off. It didn't really get that much support, man. So I'm just a little salty about that, but looks like we got some mobile games coming up. If y'all into to be honest, but that's pretty much my thought about it.
I feel that probably will have some mobile games, mobile Overwatch on the way. Viking, I'll send it to you. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm with Nova. I think that they'll be mobile inspired. However, I think a lot of those mobile games will also be able to be played on console as well. Here's the thing. You know how they brought up BLAQQ, Vampire Survivors, and all those AA, single A games? The reason why those games happened is because they didn't have a publisher telling them what the fuck to do.
Yep.
And if they want to build this studio for small indie style games, leave them the fuck alone and just let them cook. Like, you know what? This is going to be our high risk, high reward area, right? Or the kind of low risk, because it is a much smaller budget, right? And we'll just check up on them every now and then, see if they need anything, see how progress is going. But we are not going to interfere with what they want to put out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, that's how you get those dope ass games. And then once you have those games like Vampire Survivors or BLAQQ, both really great games, Brotatoes out there in the wild, everybody tries to imitate those games, but then it takes 2 to 3 years to make those, and then it's already gone.
Yeah.
Right? Like, just let these motherfuckers cook. Right? Just stay out of their fucking way and don't interfere. You know what I mean? But yeah, what's that Ninja Turtle game that just came out? It's on both mobile and console.
Shredder's Revenge.
No,
Not that one.
No, it's called something else. But I could see them
Is
doing
it
like
the-
even with. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nova.
I was gonna ask, is it the Hades like one? The
Yeah.
roguelike one?
Mm.
Yep.
It's something time. I'll look it up while you're talking. I was just
Yeah.
looking into that. So I think they have it on the. They just recently re-released it on the Switch.
Yeah.
Mm.
So like they'll be able to do a lot of stuff. And you brought up the Switch too. I mean, like if they're doing these smaller teams or whatever, I think Xbox should probably have about 4 or 5 of them, just cooking out mobile games and games that are really, really nice to play on handheld or whatever, right? So your Metrovanias, your top-down ARPGs, just build platformers. Just let them build those fucking games, man. Because there's a space for them. A lot of people love them. I don't think I've ever played as many as I have this year. Shout out to MJ Dark for all the good suggestions. Same thing with Kay Asante.
Splintered Fate.
Splinter Fate, that's right. I mean, like even if you look at Runeterra, right? It's a card game, but you can play it on mobile and console, right? Like, just let them motherfuckers cook and do what they do. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't really have much to say after that. It is exciting that they're trying to go into the AA space, which is good. I mean, was Hi-Fi Rush considered AA? Like budget wise?
I don't know about considered. Felt AA. No.
Yeah.
Felt quality.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if it was like budget. Well, I think that's what AAA and AA and all that shit means. How big the budget was. Is the budget.
I can tell when something's high budget, Spider-Man. I know. Well, not that I can tell. I know how it's supposed to feel. You know what I'm
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So I'm sure. I'm almost positive it was AA, man. Yeah. But yeah, just build more games like that. Fun, not interactive, but creative, taking some risk. You know what I mean? You know, just let them do their thing, bro. Yeah,
I definitely feel that. That's kind of where I'm at with the whole thing is that y'all are just going to cop these people and they're doing AA's and single A's and stuff like that, man. Let them make what they want to make, bro.
Yep.
Like, I just want the creative ideas. Don't force them to take copy other people and other games and stuff like that. Just let them cook, man. I'm actually excited. I'm actually excited for this. I think if it's not necessarily the mobile part like that, but if we can get out just some AA games just out there in the wild, I think that's really cool, honestly.
Yeah, Pixel wanted to know what game this was. It's Mullet Mad Jack, and yeah, this game wouldn't happen under a big publisher.
No.
And it's such a good game because of it, though.
Huh?
I said, and it's such a good game because of that too. Like it took a lot of liberties. It don't take itself too seriously. It's a great game.
The same thing with Scale. You play Cookie Cutter, right? Cookie Cutter would never exist under a bigger publisher. It just wouldn't, bro. Cookie Cutter is crazy.
That's what I love is crazy ideas, new things. Like I don't want to play the same stuff all the time. You know what I mean? Even the same type of things I don't even want to play. I want to sometimes I want something that is literally completely different. You know what I mean? So
and that's why Game Pass is so strong because of that.
Yeah, exactly. Got tons of little indie games up in there. And then it allows, especially if you can strike a deal like with Capcom Path of the Goddess, right? Like it allows them to make those kind of risky games, like a big publisher making somewhat of a risky game and already getting the bag for it to like pay for developers and stuff like that, and then whatever else they make on the side they get as their profit incentive, I guess. But what else? What was that game we was playing that was by Capcom too that dropped in Game Pass? The robot dinosaur joint, Exo Primal. That's it. Yep.
Yeah. That game was gas too.
That game was fire.
I wonder if it's dead or not.
I think
I just installed it the other day.
Huh?
I just installed it. I installed it. It's just so many other good games, man.
There is, bro.
I would like to play that one with the homies. So, and nobody's playing it. So I was like, I need the space. Time to go ahead and clean it out.
Games will die. I'm still mad at Gundam Evolution, man. That shit is crazy. The fucking Gundam Hero Shooter, and that shit's dead. I seen their farewell on Steam. It's like we're shutting down. Yeah, it's dead. It's shut down. I was like, that's what happens, man.
That's crazy. I feel like I just was watching you play that.
Yeah, man. It sucks.
Yeah. So you live by the live service, you die by the live service, right?
Die. Damn, it was that. Because we don't have a lot of Gundam games, man. We definitely don't have a Gundam hero shooter. I was like, this, don't get me wrong. Yes, it was like Overwatch, but it's with Gundams. It's like that. It's what it is. It was cool, but
that's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. All right, man. Any last thoughts on ABK forming their new AA studio?
No.
I do have one last thing to say about that really quick. It's really cool to see Microsoft or Xbox telling all their other studios that like collab more. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You have other studios helping other studios. That's dope. That's you build good synergy. People are learning UE5 like really well with the coalition helping other teams. Like that's dope. That's a good program that they're doing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, yeah, we can go ahead and move on. I think that boy Supernova got a little something he wants to talk about. Go ahead and set us up.
All right, man. So more evidence on full-fledged Half-Life game revealed by Valve data miner, Eurogamer reports. Following yesterday's bombshell news that Valve could be developing a new Half-Life game, Valve expert Tyler McVicker has stepped forward to say that he too believes it's true. And the bombshell that they're talking about is a voice actor. So Natasha, I think Chandel's website has already been revised. If you scroll down and in their voiceover section, they had a reference to Project White Sands video game through Valve, right? So, but codename HLX, McVicker asserts the new game seems to be fully fledged non-VR Half-Life game, something that seems too good to be true. And they said, do I think that this is Half-Life 3, McVicker's asked? I gotta be careful in answering that, they said, but yes. Vickers also added that I think that this is a non-VR Half-Life game in which you play in an HEV suit wearing character in development at Valve Software that has been in development since Half-Life Alyx, which was the VR version. So let's see. McVickers also detailed another individual that worked at Valve between the year 2020 and 2023. A design/artist worked there and created some layouts, combat encounters, lighting, and puzzles. So I'm just going to ask you first, Scale. Are you a big Half-Life fan, and would you be excited for a Half-Life 3?
I am a big Half-Life fan, actually. I still haven't beat Alyx. I need to go and play that, but it's hard for me to boot the VR up. Not that it's hard to, but it's like the want to boot.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? It's just it's just the want. But I am actually excited, super excited for this. I'm also not getting my hopes up because fucking Half-Life 2 came out in like, what is it, 2004 is when Half-Life 2 came out. Bro, been waiting on Half-Life 3 maybe a couple years after that since then. Like, dog, they're cooking it up. It's gonna be fucking spectacular. I'm not gonna lie, but I also think it's been taking so long that it's not gonna live up to anybody's expectations. I don't think it's gonna, even no matter how good it is, it's not gonna be good enough to people because it's taking so long. And then you put out Alyx, which is a good game, but then you make us want Half-Life 3 even more. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is cool and all, data miners doing your thing and everything, but shit, man, I'm excited, but I'm just not getting my hopes up.
Yeah, no, that's fair, man, because it's been forever, right? And people been asking for this since forever. And I hope that, you know, what you said about Half-Life Alyx actually garnered some people being interested in the world, you know what I mean? So we can actually get this and people want it, man. But what do you think about it, Viking? Same questions, man. Are you a Half-Life fan, and would you expect it?
I'm okay. Like, I played Half-Life 2. I like that game. Never played Portal. And CSGO, y'all told me CSGO is off of Half-Life, right?
Not Half-Life, made by Valve though.
It's made by
Right.
Valve. Okay. Yeah. So I'm torn, bro. Like, so sometimes it'd be hilarious if this was just a mobile game, but like,
Please no. Please no.
But sometimes I get like what they see in the market, like it'll be great, like as far as like a fan service for us or whatever. And sometimes I wonder if because they don't do a lot of transmedia with Half-Life to where like everybody knows what it is. You know what I mean? Like if another Half-Life came out, I think it would garner widespread like goodness from critics or whatever, right? Just like a Final Fantasy would. But like would it's especially if Valve keeps it on one platform, which is PC, would it sell enough? I guess I have to look at the Half-Life Alyx numbers to see how much they sold, even though that's only with VR.
Yeah, I say with
right
VR though.
But it was a great game though.
Yeah, it was a great game, and I wonder if like any other PC related games like that are on Steam and how it compares to Half-Life Alyx 2 or whatever.
VR versus VR.
Yeah. Just to see if the numbers are, you know,
like I could see it being the highest sold besides like Azura's Wrath and like Beat Saber and you know that.
I'm not comparing it to that. Those are just like super, like more non-mainstream, I guess, games.
Mm-hmm.
It's I guess a lot of publishers are trying to figure out, like, you know, I think if Half-Life had a fucking movie or a TV show first, that way you can get people who are in their 20s and below, like interested in the world. And then come out with the game. I just don't know if it's there or not. It might have like another Final Fantasy situation.
I feel what you're saying though.
Yeah, to where it's just like for old people. So I when I say old people, I mean like above 30.
Yeah. Well, that shit came out Half-Life 2 came out in 2004, man.
Yeah,
and then Portal and then stuff like that. It's like they had their hype. And don't get me wrong, this game still has hype for people who know Half-Life, no doubt. But also they've been waiting so long. I hope they still care. If it comes out, it's going to be a day one for me, no matter what. But it's like, I see what you're saying. It's like the newer generation, they don't give a fuck about Half-Life. There ain't no Half-Life character in Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? It's like shit like that. It's like they might not care about what's his name, Jim. I don't remember. But that's the thing. I don't even remember. I don't remember. I remember Portal better than I remember Half-Life. It's just like, and I do remember the gravity gun though, and that's why I want a Half-Life 3. It's because they do make good shit. But it's I definitely see what you're saying for sure. If the new gen will even give a shit,
but like it's, I think for all three of us, it'll be a day one buy, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
But I just have to. I try, like, especially within this podcast, I try to. It's like, what are these publishers thinking? Like when it comes to these games or these IPs, and like why some stuff gets greenlit and why some stuff just doesn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
That is one of my favorite lines ever, bro. I don't know what it is, but when I hear that shit, I'll be laughing. I'm sorry.
Asante said I need to play Portal 2 immediately.
He's not wrong,
bro. Both of them, yes.
Both of them are. And Portal 2 is even. Yeah, both of them. The cake is not a
lie,
bro.
You have like.
Does it hold up still,
brother?
I'm sure it will.
It's. Oh my goodness! It's just the gameplay is phenomenal, right?
Yep.
So you know you can solve some pretty cool puzzles, do some pretty cool things, and the dialogue while you're solving the puzzles is A1.
Amazing.
It's so funny.
It's one of the best parts about it. It's just, and it's a puzzle game through and through. But
is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's a puzzle game, but the way it's laid out, it's like you damn near feel like you're playing like a single player, like story game for real. It's just, it's so story is. I've never played a puzzle game where the story was so good like this.
I feel like puzzle games would definitely hold up.
Yeah, that's why it does. And the portal concept, there has never been a game that used portals like that. Like I know you've seen it where you just make one come out the other, but when you put that, and they have different abilities for that too, and just you have to think about taking that concept of making portals in and out and then put it in puzzle form, bro. For one, it's difficult as fuck. There's some hard ass puzzles in that game, but two, they're very rewarding because you'd be like, okay, let me put this puzzle here. It's moving here. I'm gonna zip, 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 zip. Ah!
Yeah,
it's fine.
Okay.
It's
crispy,
so
bro.
good. That's why Orange Box is such a killer deal. It's like, bro, you got Half-Life, Team Fortress, Portal. Like, it was crazy, bro. Orange Box, and it was cheap. It was crazy.
And that's another thing that you mentioned. Like, I feel like that's another thing that maybe they won't just keep it on PC because they have a history of bringing Orange Box to Xbox, right? So hopefully they just won't just relegate it to just PC only. But at the end of the day, man, they do own Steam. So all it takes is one sell, on the old games, and they plaster it all over the biggest, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're gonna
like, come on, bro.
Fuck out of that game.
They gonna make about Half-Life 3 if they do release it. And it's gonna be and they have a history of dropping quality product, bro. Like you're gonna get a great game.
For sure.
So yeah, man. I think they could do it. But I do understand Viking with because before the Final Fantasy Rebirth, happening, I wouldn't have believed it, bro. Like, ain't no way people go do like Final Fantasy 7. Nah, bro. I care about it, but people didn't. So,
it's just crazy. Same, like 16 too, like 16, like but more so Final Fantasy 7 fucking Rebirth. Like, it was like, god damn, okay. I guess motherfuckers is really on their persona.
Good game.
It's like old and new gamers alike will love some Persona.
Music is so damn good on Persona. The game itself is just so damn good. I get it.
So I didn't play Persona 3. I played a little bit of 5. But I can only do one goddamn one of their games a year, bro.
Yeah, they're 100-hour games, easy.
Yeah, and Metaphor comes out in October. Woo! Did y'all see they had a brother on there? Boy, I ain't never seen
as a playable.
No, he's part of the ship though. He's not playable. Boy, baby steps. Baby steps.
How many we want? They got 5 personas.
Baby steps. Baby steps. It's the first time a brother been in one of their games. Baby steps.
I definitely don't recall any black people.
No, there's not. There's not. They'll have angels, demons, dragons, furries, everything in the world, bro. But boy, don't change that melanin. Oh, that's not realistic enough. All right. All right, man. So what about you, Nova? Your thoughts on, you said, as long as they market it correctly on Steam and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I already know it's day one for you, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Would you? So they confirmed that it was Half-Life and not like another like Portal 3 or anything like that.
No, they can't. He said like because he did do some data mining, you know what I mean, and he did have some very good points. Because I watched this video outside of the article that was written. I watched the video. He had very good points. But there was specifically when he said the point that he thinks that it is Half-Life, he definitely had an image of him saying that this is pure speculation. He doesn't know. Okay. Sure, right. So just like Skell said, it's been 20 years, bro, since the last one. I don't think that it's going to happen. I would love for it to happen. You know what I mean? Because I'm a huge fan. But hopefully it does happen because they have a great track record and I would love to play it.
It's also missing its window. It's like this year is sold up for games. Next year, if fucking GTA possibly comes out, it's sold up. And then 2026, if it still hasn't came out and it comes out, it's sold up again. That's what I'm saying. The next year is GTA bound, and this year's sold up. So like the opportunity to bring something in a good time frame is not looking likely, honestly. But even though it'd do its numbers, I think. But if it's something to compete with, like the GTAs, and don't come around to Call of Duty time, it don't matter. I don't know.
Like, and plus, it would be safe to say that this is probably one of the most anticipating games anticipated games in gaming history for real.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's gonna do some numbers.
This and Silk Song.
Silk Song. L show.
L show. It's an L if there's no Silk Song, bro. It's crazy. I love seeing that shit. I be on every game show thing. I'm looking.
Every game presentation, bro.
Yep.
It could be a Ubisoft one, bro. They don't care, bro. Silk Song.
They say it before, like the pre-show. They're like, please, Silk Song. They don't get it. L show. That shit is hilarious.
Silk Song fans is crazy, bro.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, that's nice. All right, guys. I think that's about it. I do want to hear what happened though. Yobi said he was watching your stream. And you did something. What you do, man?
Oh, rage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, lots of rage. I mean, I'm playing Sekiro. This is another Souls game. So I'm getting ass up. I think I'm at 28 deaths, and I'm on. And it's crazy. I got all those deaths already, and I'm just now getting to my first boss. These are from mini bosses. It's crazy. And this boss fight, the game is fire though. That's what sucks about these games. They will beat your ass, but they make you love it. It's great because I'm still itching to get back in Clash Shores and shit. I can't even lie. Like I'm enjoying that game for sure. But yes, the rage is very induced, and I will be streaming that again if y'all want to see because it's without a doubt. I can't help it.
All right, I think we'll just wrap it up. Guys, I really apologize for the beginning of the last stream. I'm going to keep it up there for history's sake. I'm not deleting it. I'm going to just retitle. I was like, do not watch.
And then it's going to make everybody watch. I know I would click that. I'm like, huh? I don't know. You don't tell me what to do.
But we made it through. Thank y'all for sticking with us, man. If y'all have not yet, I think I'm seeing 43 likes, 45 now. If y'all hit that like button for me before y'all get out of here. Plus, if y'all haven't subbed up, please hit the sub button. I'd really appreciate that. That'd be fucking glorious. Be lovely. And let me give some shout outs really quick. Oh shit, Pioneer. My fault, man. He says his fourth most played game is mobile. It's my boy Pioneer right there. I think my third most played game, or it might be second, right now is TFT. I'll just get a quick 30, 45.
TFT is good.
40-minute match. TFT is amazing. Boy, when I was on my Runeterra craze, though, boy, you couldn't get me off my phone.
Yeah, I haven't been mobile heavy since Runeterra. I played that on mobile. Hearthstone was probably my biggest mobile game for sure. Actually, for sure.
I was really into that too.
Yeah, big in the Hearthstone.
Hearthstone, I played a lot when I lived in California, and then Runeterra came out and just stole the fucking show.
Runeterra ate off for sure,
bruh. Still a great game too. But guys, I really appreciate it. Everybody coming through, hit that sub button, hit that like button. And next time we will probably have Streamlabs up and operational without Skellington and Nova botting out. sound like Transformers on the stream. Anyway, y'all got Nova, tell them where they can find you, man.
Man, I go by Supernova. You can find me on Twitter at super_Nova Gamer, to be honest. Or you can find me here, man, every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. You know what I mean? Come hang out. Shoot us a light. Drink you some water. Have you some fun. But that's it, man. That's it for me.
That boy said hydration, bro. Hydrate. Scale. Tell these folks where they can find you, man.
Yes, sir. What up, y'all? Go by BLAQQ SKELLINGTON with 2 Qs. You guys can find me streaming on Twitch and YouTube Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern. Catch me tomorrow on the Sekiro. Getting whooped up. Back on the Lady Butterfly. That's the boss I'm on. So if y'all want to see me win that, I will beat it.
I tuned in. He was fighting a drunkard, bro.
The drunkard was crazy, bro. He had like 10 enemies with him. I'm like, what is this shit? Just that's what they do. But yeah, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you for all the super chats. We making some bread in there for the charity. I love y'all. Thank y'all very much.
Let me get this really quick. Victor Click said there's a Samurai Sekiro named Mbappe. And we know he won't beat that game.
I wouldn't, honestly. Mbappe is the bane of my existence, bro. And it's just sucks because they pick him so much, and he's on multiple teams. I've played him so much in that game, and they lost almost every time. I think I've only beaten Mbappe once, maybe. And
that's crazy. You're not even fighting. You're not even beating the team. You just
it's just Mbappe.
Just
Mbappe. As soon as he gets it, bro, he is the team. It's crazy, and he can play defense, bro. So he gets it for himself. It's crazy, bro.
That's nuts. All right, gang. Y'all can catch me. Oh, guess what? Look out tomorrow morning. I am dropping a video. I'm gonna call it the unofficial Xbox commercial video on my Twitter. I'm gonna show these guys how it's done. You feel me? I'm gonna show them how it's done. Y'all be on the lookout for that on Twitter tomorrow morning. Hopefully I can get it done. I think I got like another 2 hours worth of work to put into it, and I think it'll be straight, man. I think it'll be good. But anyway, I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Y'all be easy. Thanks for all the support, the love, the likes, the subscriptions. Love it, and peace.